Anybody here like cherries? I love cherries. I thought I'd start this video out with this cherry because SpaceX seems to be a cherry these days. So let's talk about it. Now, if you've been following me, you know that I kind of got in SpaceX right after the IPO, after it run up, and I do in the money covered calls. And if you're watching this playlist on YouTube for SpaceX, you know that I got a pretty high fill on that. But I also went deep in the money on the 170s, giving myself about a $50 cushion, which I needed, right? Because it came down $50 and then I rolled. I had cushion all the way down to about 115. So I never lost any intrinsic value on the stock price itself, right? Because my loss on the short calls or on the long calls that I have, leaps, I guess you would call them, was offset by the short in the money amount. And so those two things moved in tandem. And now on the way back up, I'm able to take advantage of that. So I have a break-even plus trade now. So this stock is going crazy. It's up $16 today or 12%. It's on pretty good volume. Let's take a look at the chart. So you could see I've notated all the transactions that I have in this. And you know what? It's not ideal. This is why I have a system called the four cornerstones of the cash flow machine. And it's buying the right stock, which I think SpaceX is, in the right market, which we've had some kind of yellow reddish markets over the last couple of weeks. So that wasn't ideal. At the right spot on the chart, certainly didn't heed that one, right? So I'm kind of showing that you could do everything wrong and still come out okay if you have a system. Now, ideally, when you do things right, when you have the right stock in the right market at the right spot on the chart, and then you squeeze the juice, things work out really well. But even when you bungle something, like we can call it that if you want, we didn't know if the stock was going to go from 200 to 400 or if it was going to go from 200 to 105. We didn't know. You don't know. We just don't know. So we hedge our bets. We use a system and we go in the money, especially on a new position. All right. So here is the way that this thing is traded. Now, it bottomed around 105, something like that. And then you've seen 4 out of 5 nice high volume days here since earnings where the stock is rising. And today it's up at 149, basically, right? Hitting a nice high that we haven't seen in several weeks. And since we haven't seen that high, basically it's taken out all these sellers and now the buyers are back in control. And we've got a lot of good things happening, right? We've got a couple of the moving averages crossing. We've got this little support level that it bounced off of yesterday. Good things are happening. And listen, I've got the 130s. I rolled up last Friday to the 130s, the short calls. Now, all the juice is taken out of those. Let me show you. So if you look here, you can see it's bouncing around here, 148. Let's just call it 149 for easy numbers. So it is now $19 in the money, which means there's $19 of in the money amount, which, is, I don't get, it works against you when a stock goes up, except your base position also goes up. And so you can see if you do the numbers, you can say 130 plus, split the difference here and call it 18 or something like that. 130 plus about 18 is about 148. And isn't that interesting? It's trading about 147.86. So there's essentially no juice left. Now, when we sold it, there was like $5 worth of juice or something like that. 580 actually, it shows right on the screen because it was slightly out of the money. So it's 580 in juice. Now, 580 times 5 contracts is, $2,900 or something like that. And that's the income for the week. Well, we've already made most of that. There's no more juice left in this thing. There's less than $1 roughly, or actually we just showed it's 40, 50 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to take this opportunity since most of my juice has been squozen out, right? I'm going to take that and I'm going to use the next 2.5 days to evaluate what option I want to look at going forward. Now, I might look at the Friday afternoon options, giving myself a very short duration option, or I might look at next week's. Now, listen, there's something called the whipsaw, and the whipsaw is when you roll up too much and then the stock goes back down below it. So I try to avoid the whipsaw because the whipsaw is the biggest risk on a stock that's going up. And those of you that are fairly new to option trading, you're probably thinking I'm losing money because the stock is going up. I'm not losing money. What I'm doing is because your base position goes up. If I've got a stock and it goes up $10, well, my call in the money goes against me $10. But I get the gain from the stock going up $10, right? If I have a leap option or a synthetic, or a deep in the money call, it works pretty much the same way, except there's a slight discount for what's called delta. And so if the stock has a delta of 90, in other words, if the stock goes up $10 and the option has a delta of 90, I'll only get $9 in gain, but I'll lose $10 on the short call. It doesn't happen every week, so I'm not so worried about it. And so I'm going to look at doing some different options. Now, before I get into that, let's talk about what the heck is going on at SpaceX. So first of all, it's becoming the new SpaceX valuation story. AI is becoming that story. And it's called XAI. Now I guess they call it SpaceX AI. But they just released Grok over on X.com, which is formerly Twitter, right? I still believe they should have kept the name, but that's just me. I think Twitter is an easier name to brand than X. But the release of Grok 4.6, expanding AI partnerships and expectations surrounding the proposed Cursor acquisition. They bought a company that writes code called Cursor, probably the best company out there that writes code in AI. And that's now shifted the attention over from putting rockets up, which is what we think of when we think of SpaceX, to AI. So they're one of the frontier models now, along with OpenAI and Anthropic, ChatGPT, you know what I'm talking about here, I think. And so SpaceX is jumping sharply today because investors are starting to look at SpaceX as more of an AI company rather than just a rocket company. So that is an interesting trend. The next trend that you see out there, and this is the one a lot of people were worried about and freaking out about, is that there are lockups that are happening. These tranches, which unlock 7% of the stock float. One of them happened last week and the stock went up. Isn't that weird? And another one's happening on the 20th of August. Now, I said this over here on this playlist before, that just because there's a lockup doesn't mean that everybody's going to sell. In fact, obviously they're not. Like the people that have been unlocked for almost a week now, they're not selling. In fact, the stock is going up. I said before that I think it's priced in. Everybody knew this was coming. It's not like it was a big surprise. I think going up, having that overhang might be an issue, but so far it hasn't been. So hundreds of millions of insider shares have become eligible for sale, or they soon will be. That could be an issue, okay? The issue of having that come to the market has not really materialized, creating downward pressure on the stock. I know a lot of people that are like, that stock's going to go to 75. That's where I'm going to buy it. I'm like, how do you know? Anyway, funny debate. But the uncertainty keeps the volatility in the option premiums elevated, which means that we as sellers, we get more juice, more income, okay? All right, the third thing is that Starlink is the darling part of SpaceX, right? It's carrying most of the financial load. They're going to be able to put up lots more spaceships and satellites and all the stuff that's covering the Earth. And pretty soon we're going to be able to take our phones and we're going to be connected and watch videos wherever the heck we are, because we're always going to have access to the sky. And I think that is going to be an amazing trend. I think the cellular telephone tower is going to become like a backup system, and Starlink is going to become our primary system. That's going to happen over time, not overnight, but that's the way it goes. So strong Starlink performance helps fund the enormous spending on Starship and AI. There's money coming in from all over the world from people that have Starlink dishes. So subscriber growth, margins, launch reliability, they're going to matter way more than any single stock rocket headline. And there's going to be some bad rocket headlines coming. You know, we know it's inevitable. And that's going to affect the stock probably too. So SpaceX, in my opinion, is currently trading as three companies at once. And Starlink provides the cash flow, AI provides the excitement, and the lockup scale that's coming provides the volatility, and then the spaceships are just cool, right? And so looking at that, you could see this is a pretty cool company. It's like three companies in one, and there's a lot of excitement around that company. That's why I love the company, and why I'm doing covered calls on it, because I don't know if it's going to go up, down, or sideways. Right now, I'm in a little mini uptrend, and I'm digging it, right? I'm digging it. All right, let's look at the options. You can see that I have a position here in the 130s, and they're trading right now. The stock is at 147. And this, if you add 16, or you could split that 1670 by 1770, call it 1720. If you add 130 plus 1720, you get 147.20. The stock is trading at 146.80. And so it's 50, 60 bucks, 50, 60 cents worth of juice left for just 2 days. Now, I don't want to hang out for 2.5 more days or 2 days just waiting for the juice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll those calls. Now, where am I going to roll them? And this is my trading strategy. This is not financial advice. This is what I do. I don't like to get caught in what I mentioned before, the whipsaw. And so the whipsaw can happen if I roll all the way up to the money, all the way up here, and then the stock goes all the way back down here. Okay? So that would be silly of me because then I'm only getting the juice. You can see the juice is, for this week is still 377. And if I go out to next week, I could go right around the money here, 145. It's $6 a share or $600 a contract. So I don't want to roll all the way up. So I'm probably going to do a roll up from, 130 plus 146. It's about about probably 138. I'll still get $3.50 worth of juice. Notice how the juice is coming down a little bit. Volatility is coming down a little bit. But I also get some deep in the money protection because the stock is going to be, almost $10 in the money. So I get almost $10 worth of protection, right? So this is the whole amount here is the protection amount, roughly 12 bucks. 350 of that is the income. I don't really get to keep the intrinsic value unless the stock goes down but I lose on the base position. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go ahead and roll those. Okay, you didn't need to see all the nitty gritty of me rolling, but now you can just look in the account and you can see I've now rolled from these August 14th 130s to the 138s, and I picked up 11.20, about what we figured we'd get, and about $3.50 of that was the juice. So I pick up another $350 per contract. I got 5, so it's a little over $1,500 for the week, maybe like $1,700 for the week. And then if it goes down, I've cushioned my account by $10, $11, $10.50, something like that. Here, $11.20 actually. So the account can go down $11.20 and I haven't really lost anything. So that's how I'm looking at this. It's turning out to be, so far, I'm in the trade and I haven't lost money, which is nothing to write home about. But at least on a stock that's gone down a bunch, I haven't lost money. And now I'm in this position where I now can start to make money on the juice. Remember, I'm not in this to make money on SpaceX going crazy. I have no idea if it's going to $1,000 or $100. I have no idea. And you don't either, right? We think we do. And if we do, then we shouldn't be doing covered calls because covered calls is a totally different strategy. You're capped on your upside. Your exposure is to the downside. So the way that you justify it in your mind is that you're in it for the income, for the juice, right? And this one pays a lot of juice. You saw $350 a contract, $10 in the money basically, right? So I'm protected, plus I get some income. And that's what I'm in this trade for. It's not going to go up forever. It's not going to go down forever. It's not going to go sideways forever. It's going to do its thing. And while it does its thing, I collect income. That's how I do the trade. And that's why I believe in covered calls so much. I think you could probably get the idea of how cool this is. All right. Thanks for being here. By the way, just a quick announcement, if you're still here with me, I have an event coming up in Florida, Clearwater Beach, Florida at the Sheraton Sankey, end of October. So I'm giving you plenty of notice. Put it on your calendar. There's an early bird special going on right now. Would love to have you join us. It's going to be a small, intimate event. Bring your laptop because we're going to be building your trading plans, studying charts, going through the new AI program that we have that helps you do covered calls. You're going to meet some like-minded traders, share some ideas. We're going to talk about the stocks that are setting up for the end of the year and maybe even into 2027. It's going to be a lot of fun right on the beach. Love this place and love to see you there. So, book it now because the tickets keep going up the more we sell. And I don't want to have a gazillion people at this one. We had some great people at the last one, but I want to get to know you a little bit better, and I want you to get to know your fellow traders a little bit better too. So we're going to have a little bit more intimate event. Still going to be a really cool hotel. Hope you can make it there. Go to cashflowmachine.net/events, and you'll be able to find out all about it. Click the link and register. So that's the announcement. If you don't, put it on your calendar, I'm not sure you're going to make it. So, let's do some planning here. If you like covered calls, if you like learning how to read charts, if you like using AI in your trading, which I think we're going to all have to soon. We got a really great program for doing that. Love to see you there. Let's leave it at that. And I'm going to go off and eat some more cherries. Have a great day. Bye. The information you just heard is for education and information. This is not financial advice.